so that we leave you to focus and grow and scale your business. So my products are those that help with collection of feedback from customers or consumers, which, like I was saying, we are able to do it on your behalf, and then we leave you to focus and grow and scale your business. Thanks.
What did you say the name of your business is?
The name of my business is Amethyst. I will type it out in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Next. Caroline Kusimba, are you attempting to say something? Okay. For those who are joining us, we're introducing ourselves. You tell us your name, what you sell, and who your customer is. So, okay, Caroline is saying her mic has an issue. Okay, you can type it, Caroline. Your name, then what you sell, and who your customer is. Okay, anyone else? Next, go ahead and introduce yourself. Linda.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Okay, hi everybody. Patricia, Catherine, Eunice, Caroline, Lynn, Tana, Wanjiru. My name is Otumbo Vincent. I am based in Mombasa. I run a training and consulting company by the name Serve Skills Limited. Our key product is personal development programs, apart from team building, soft skills trainings. And our client or our customer in our personal development and coaching program is for individuals who feel unfulfilled, who are experiencing an identity in terms of career or personal issue, and they are looking forward to having, work-life balance, as well as charter a career path for themselves, and know who they are, so that they can be able to pursue themselves and the goals they are looking forward to. So things to do with self-awareness, personality, decision making. Yeah, that's what we do in the personal coaching program. Thank you, and I'm great to be here. Back to you.
Thank you, Vincent. Next, we are introducing our names, what you sell, and who your customer is. So feel free to continue the trend. Shama Munene, are you trying to say something? Maybe if your mic is causing any problems, you can feel free to also text in the chat. Yeah. Eunice Otieno, Patricia, Tanatina, we haven't heard from you. Caroline Kusimba, you had said your mic has a issue. You can type the answers to your chat, in the chat, I mean. So it's your name, what you sell, and who your customer is. For those people who've just joined us, we are introducing ourselves. You can give your name, what business you do, or what you sell, and who your customer is. So feel free to unmute yourself and tell us.
You can type in the chat if you're afraid of speaking. So that we can continue. Alison, can we start the training? So it's 4:15.
Yeah, we can start.
Whoever has not introduced has missed an opportunity to sell. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Grace, Patricia, Tana, Catherine, Wairimu, Shama, Eunice, and all the others. How are you today?
We're good.
Awesome. So thank you for joining us. I want us to start because I don't want to keep you here long. I just want to take only 1 hour of your time just to help you this year. Plan for this year and how you're going to sell. Unfortunately, I didn't hear many of you introduced, but I can see Tina here, Christine based in Mombasa, customer service and sales and marketing industry. What is that? For the past 10 years, but recently trying to figure out my company name. Okay. Palliative patients and the disabled. Okay, I get it. Carol is a business leadership coach. Awesome. Okay, so I'll just go right into it. We'll start. It looks like people are quite late in joining. So we'll just begin with those who are here. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Oh, just a minute. Continue introducing yourself on the chat as I find my presentation. Give me a minute. Derek, I'm looking for my presentation. Okay, I get it. Somebody please be admitting people so that I'm not distracted. Okay. Yeah, there you are. So as I start this presentation, I would like to hear your expectations today. If you could share in the chat, what are you expecting this evening? You joined this training. What were your expectations, or what are your expectations? Please type in the chat what you're expecting. So I want us to look at, just a minute, I need to remove this. Okay, so I want us to look at 2023 and the strategies that you can apply this year to be able to sell more daily and consistently. As I wait to hear what you're expecting, Kate Wairemo, Royal Impact, what are you expecting? Just type in the chat. I don't want to continue until I know your expectations so that I see whether I'll meet them. What are your expectations today? Let me see. It's only one chat. To learn and understand marketing and selling strategies which are more effective. That's Eunice Otieno. Anyone else? Caroline says new strategies of selling, to gain more knowledge on selling, to make the goals that I have for 2023 are awesome. Okay, so at least now I know what you're expecting, so that by the end of the session, I would like to know whether your expectations are met or not met. So keep typing them, keep typing. So by the end of this session, I want you to have understood the business of selling. I don't know why this screen is coming on. Yeah, the business of selling. Yes. Please mute the person who is speaking. Then I will take you through 5 strategies to keep you focused on your business this year. And then we'll have an irresistible offer after. So let's look at the business of selling. I'm sure you've been told that you need to be very convincing to sell. Is that true? In this session, I want you to be very engaged. So please don't lose the track, because I want to see you type. How many of you were told that you're not convincing, or you're very convincing and therefore you can sell more? Just type in the chat. And I have bad news for you, because selling is not about convincing. Nicholas, please. Nicholas, please mute. Somebody mute Nicholas. Okay, yeah. So I'm sure you were told that selling is about convincing people and using a lot of gimmicks so that people can be convinced. I'm here to tell you that selling is not about all that. It's not about gimmicks. It's not about trying to tell people about your products. That's not selling. That is called telling. So selling is not telling. What you need to understand about selling, it is a science. And for you to be effective, you must follow a process, because science is that ability, or rather it's a process that gives results. So selling is a science. So you need to be able to follow a process. And to sell is to listen, not to talk. It's not to sell, okay? I would say talk is cheap. So you need to be able to listen, to understand. So you listen to your customers, you understand their problems, and then you're able to provide solutions. So selling is more about listening than telling, okay? And finally, selling is about helping your customers succeed with your product, all right? So that's about selling. So why are you not selling? Or rather, how are you selling? Let's hear from you. I want to hear from you. How well are you doing in selling? Please type in the chat, or if you can unmute, you can share. How well are you doing? It's January. Actually, today is one day before the end of the month. How have you performed? Please share. If you don't appoint yourself, I'll call your name. I will call your name if you don't call yourself. Yes, Caroline, I see you unmuting yourself. How well are you doing? How well are you performing? Year to date, we normally talk of year to date, the beginning of January to now. Go ahead, Carol. Okay. Oh, you are testing the mic. Okay. But go ahead and tell us how well you're performing in sales. Mary Nene. Edna, do you want to share, or you just unmuted? Edna Bife.
Hi, Eunice. No, I just unmuted.
Okay, so can you share how well are you performing?
Eunice.
Yes.
I can say I am somewhere. I am somewhere. The goals, like the way we do do, re, mi, fa. So I think I'm in re, going. Yeah, I'm somewhere. What I've been doing, I've been trying to list the clients that I would want to approach. And then what I've been doing is more of coming up with the products, doing better research on them, and then coming up with products that I know can advertise them. Maybe the products that have been there and tweaking them to fit into, and then presenting to them.
Me, I want to know, did you meet your January target? Hizo zingine ni story. I'm sure you had a January target.
Be good to meet January. It was be good to me. Hizo story nimepeana. Yes, I'm somewhere. I'm 30% of my target. I don't think Jan have met the target fully.
Okay, you will give us the reason later. Okay, Patricia and Denya. Okay, sorry, not Patricia. Wanjiro Bogwa. Your January target, did you even have a target? Let's start from there. and how much, what percentage of the target are you? Molly, same.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did have a target. I am very low versus target.
Percentage?
Percentage.
Yes.
15%.
Okay. All right. You know, when we're having sales conversation, you have to allow me to be very hard on you because, you know, the thing with sales is there is no other story. It's only the numbers that tell the story. You had Catherine start giving us stories. When you hear a salesperson telling you stories, just know there are no numbers. Okay, so you are going to allow me today to be very hard on you because you need to know exactly what matters, all right? Now, I have been training sales for a long time, over 12 years in sales, actually over 13 years in sales. And one of the things, or rather some of the things that I've realized that make people not sell is when you don't have a system, you don't have a process that says that this is how our customers come to us. This is how our customers get to know us. After they know us, this is the next step, and this is the next step. So when I talk about system, I'm not talking about technology. Of course, technology is part of it, but I'm talking about, is there a process that makes, now in sales, we say that people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Do you have a process that enables you, or rather that enables people to know you, to like you, to trust you, and eventually buy? Do you have that kind of a process? Number two reason why you're not selling is when you don't have inspiring goals. You have impotent goals. You know, impotent goals are like what? What is impotence? Let me see in the chat. What does impotence mean? When you say somebody is impotent, what does that mean? Let me see any charts. Okay. Impotence, what does it mean? Let me see. Cannot multiply, not able, not potential, no ability. Well, yes, to give birth, you know. Not productive, yes. So when you have goals that are impotent, then, you know, you just wake up and hope the day will be beautiful. So most of the time, hope is the strategy that you use to do your business. So you'll hear people saying, I hope today I make a sale. But if you ask them, what are the plans that you have to make the sale? How many sales do you want to make? They have no idea because you know, you don't have goals that are inspiring. You see, when you have inspiring goals, then you're able to create a process to achieve those goals. And the other number three reason why you're not selling is because you sell to everybody. I saw some introduction here saying, you know, you're selling to anyone who needs, you know, everyone who needs. Now, when you find yourself talking about everyone who needs, just know that you don't know your customer. You don't know who is your target customer. You don't know where to begin. That's why you tell us it is everyone. And number four is that either, I mean, you could be in a comfort zone. Now, being in a comfort zone does not mean you're making money. It could just mean that you have gotten used to not making money and you have given yourself excuses that economy ni mbaya, you know, this is hustler government, hakuna pesa. So you just stay in that comfort zone. How many of you, which one of these is the reason why you're not selling? Type in the chat. All of you, which one of all these is the reason why you're not selling? Or if you have another additional reason, you could type. Which one of the four are you suffering from? Number one, no selling system, no process. Moffat says selling to everybody. Continue, I'm waiting, I'll stop sharing so that you're able to share. Shama is in comfort zone. Wajiro is no process, no system. Okay. I'm selling to my customers. Yes, yeah. Patricia, unidentified customers. Okay, great. So those are some of the reasons. So in this session, as we proceed, you need to be doing self-diagnosis so that we see how to help you. So I think it's good that I introduce myself for those who do not know me. I can see a lot of our customers, our students, some of them are here, but it's good to just repeat the story that you all know that I'm a scientist. That's why I look at sales as a science. I studied chemistry and mathematics in Chiromo campus. That's the university that our president went to. So I'm also bragging, having gone through the same. I'm also a Microsoft certified system engineer. For those who are in tech, I'm an MCSE. I've also done advanced diploma in computer studies. And then I was a trainer between 2003 to 2008. I was training business communication and technology. And then in 2009, I wanted to make a lot of money. And when I read the many books that I read, they told me that selling is the career that you can make any amount of money that you want. And for you to be an entrepreneur, you need to learn selling. So I decided and I committed to learn selling. So I quit my training job to start selling life insurance. So I started selling life insurance at Britam. And I would say I was very successful because I was one of the top sales agents in Aki. For those who are in insurance, you know Aki. And in 2013, actually, 2014, I was actually among the top 20 in the industry. It wasn't easy because the first 3 months I did not sell anything. So selling is not easy, but it is possible if you can understand the science of selling. And then from 2015, I was promoted to be the country sales manager for microinsurance. And we were able to move the business from losses of over 200 million to over 30 million profit in 1 year. And in 2017, I started BSmart. BSmart is an online insurance comparison platform, bsmart.co.ke. And we started BSmart to solve 3 problems. Number 1 is the lack of transparency in the insurance sector. Number 2, the tedious processes in the insurance. And number 3, to make it affordable for people. So when I said solving the transparency issue is to enable them to be able to choose insurance based on, you know, the fine print. So we've made the fine print to become big print, all right? In 2020, I authored my first book, Sell Me This Pen. That was at the heart of COVID. And then in 2021, we were able to grow BSmart by 700%. In 2022, we were able to grow by 63%. And also it's the time I launched the next book, my second book, Hits and Misses, Entrepreneurship Hits and Misses. 2022 was also the year that I founded 20X Entrepreneurs. And last year only, after starting the company in March, we were able to train over 350 people within that year. So you can see we're still selling, we keep selling. And our aim, let me share why we started 20X Entrepreneurs. That was in 2022, and we've trained over 300 salespeople and entrepreneurs. Majority of them happen to be women because that's our target customer. So why 20X? Why did we choose the name 20X? This was based on my personal experience as a salesperson, because I was able to grow my income from X to 20X. Please note, I'm a mathematician, so when you see X, you know, don't start wondering whether I start telling you to look for the value of X. You will find it, okay? So X is where you are, and 20X is where we dream take you to. Now, I was able to do that in less than 3 years. That was from 2009 when I started selling life insurance. I was earning 25K. And by 2011, I was earning over 500,000 shillings. So that was 20 times what I was earning. So our dream for you as a salesperson and as an entrepreneur is that you'll be able to grow your income from X to 20X between 3 to 5 years. If I could do it in less than 3 years, then you can do it in 3 to 5 years. Why? If you commit to doing what we asked you to do. Some people join, you don't want to do the work, but you want to get the benefits. It doesn't work like that. It's a science, all right? So you have to put in the work. So any comments up to that point? Let me see. Yes, any comments? Please put your comment on the chat. That is, I was just introducing myself and introducing 20X, and I'm sure you've been wondering, where did this name 20X come from? Okay, now you know. Any comments? Edna says the product is not able to deliver the value to customers. Then you need to change the product and get a product that delivers value to customers, because people only buy what will help them do something, achieve a goal, or solve a problem. So Edna, we may need to have a conversation on that, because if you don't have the right product, unfortunately, you will not sell. That's the truth of the matter. All right. So let me go. I'm waiting for your comments up to that point. Are you learning anything? What is that you're learning? Have you had anything, and what is it? So in 2023, I want to give you just 5 strategies that you can apply this year. Number 1, you need a compelling vision. A vision is a big picture. So what is this you want to achieve in 2023? Is it 5 times what you're earning? Is it 3 times? Is it 2 times? You see, 20X is a dream we have for you. So, and you see, you don't have to achieve it because it's not you dreaming, it's us dreaming for you. So what is your dream for yourself? All right? What is your dream for yourself? Please put down, do you have a pen and a paper? In our meetings, you come with a pen and a paper. So put how much you want to achieve this year. It needs to be very meaningful to you. And once you put it, I want you to share it in the chat. Why? Because when you share, it records in your mind, oh my God, I've told the world what I want to achieve. And what your subconscious does is to help you, to give you ideas on how you're going to do it. And you never know, you may find someone here who is capable of supporting you. All right? So once you put it there, I'm waiting, okay? Share it with us, and even with other people who may not be here. Please ensure you share. There's power in sharing, okay? Then to stay in touch with your vision, you need to connect your vision with your daily actions. Daily actions is, okay, I want to achieve 1 million shillings, 12 million shillings. What is this you must do every day to achieve the 12 million in the year, right? So be very intentional about it. Strategy number 2, I'm still waiting to see you share your goal for this year, your vision for this year. Now, the strategy number 2 is to connect that vision with your daily activities. So you need to break it down into monthly goals, into weekly goals, and into daily goals. So if it is 3 times your current income, so divide that. So say you want to achieve 12 million in a year, divide 12 million by 12, that will give you 1 million per month. Divide the million by the number of days you work per week, per month. So if you work 30 days, so you divide 1 million by 30, that will give you about how much? Somebody type in the chat. So be very clear on how you do that on a daily basis. Break it down into achievable goals. And number 3, you need a strong why. Why do you need it? Why do you want to do it? What is this that is putting fire under your feet that you must achieve it? Because when you don't have a strong why, then your dream becomes hollow. It becomes unachievable. It becomes impossible because your subconscious can't help you achieve it. You need to have a strong why. Please write down your strong why. So there are 3 things I've said you write on the chart. What is your goal this year? Okay. Number 2, how much does that translate per month? Now the goal has to be tangible. It needs to be in terms of money. And number 3, why do you want to achieve it? Okay. And so could that your why be paying off your debt? Is it that you want to buy a car? Because people only get into action either because they are running away from something or they are running towards something. So are you running away from debt? Or is it that you want to buy a new car or a new house? What is it that is it so important? You know, what is it that is so important that you must do it? So that's your why. And number 4, who do you need to support you to achieve that goal? I'm not seeing the charts. I don't know why. Please keep chatting, keep typing. Who do you need to enlist? You may need to enlist a coach. It could be you don't have a house help and you need one, especially for women. Maybe you need a sales team. Maybe your spouse and your kids need to be on board. Is it your best customers? Who do you need to enlist for you to achieve that goal? Please put it in the chat. And strategy number 5, which is the last strategy, is you need a clear sales system. How do you move your customer from knowing about you all the way to closing the sale? And this is just an example, different, depending on what product you sell, this system could be different.
What do you want?
Okay.
What do you want?
And do you want to speak? Okay. So how do you attract customers? Basically, how do you attract? How do you prospect and qualify your customers? Now, you need to look at both online and offline, okay? How do you approach them? You've attracted them, you've prospected them, you've known them. So how do you approach them? You need to have that process very clear. How do you present your product? How do you handle the objections? How do you close the sale? All this is the process. I'm just giving this as an example, but you need to be very clear on how you, on your sales process or your sales system. So I want to stop there so that I see what you've typed in the chat before I move on to next. Okay. Nothing is typed. What's happening? You want to speak? Damaris, you are not muted. Do you want to speak?
No, sorry.
Okay, so just go ahead, Damaris. Can you share what is your goal this year? Remember, I said this is a conversation, not me telling you. We need to have that conversation because it needs to be helpful to you. What is your goal this year? How much do you want to achieve?
Okay, maybe you can just clarify my goals pertaining to selling a product.
Yes, there's nothing else that brought you here. Is there anything else?
No, not really. I just want to know my customers better so that I can better market my product. That's basically what I want to do.
No, we want to hear a number. How much?
I'm a new business owner. You'll excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I just, at this point, I'm all about finding out what my customer base is and perhaps learning how to reach them, identify them, and then hopefully effectively sell.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Damaris.
All right.
Please type in the chat before I call your name. If you're not typing, I'll call you. Okay, let's see. Carol, my vision is to pay off debt and purchase a piece of land, which means you need to have an income of 600,000 per month. Very clear goals. Thank you, Carol. Okay, let's hear other people. Whitney, very nice name. What are your goals? Whitney? Okay, let me call someone else. Eunice Atieno. My namesake.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Eunice. I think
So, basically, mine is
go on, Eunice. You can type or you can speak. Okay, Grace Boya. Josephine says, my goal is to make 1 million by end of the year to buy a car. All right, very clear goal. Why are people not typing? Are you scared of people knowing your goals? You can also type and tell us that you're scared. All right. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to do this is for you to actually do it, you need to put in these numbers so that they're clear in your mind. Okay. Mine is a startup, so my focus at the moment is to network and identify my target customers. Did you share what it is you're selling, Eunice? You could also type what it is you're selling. Wanjiro Bogwa, your goal is 1.6 million a year, all right? These are profits, right? Are these profits or just sales? Khartoum Ali, 2 million shillings in a year. Catherine Wairimu, 30,000 per day, per month. Profits, margins, overhead 600. This year, 7.2 million. Awesome, very clear goals. All right. Moffat says to sell at least 300K per month to enable me start a house project. Where has it gone? A house project, my rural home. Awesome, very clear, Moffat. Where are the gentlemen here? Apart from Moffat, where are the others? Do we have gentlemen here? Mutueri, are you there? I can see Vincent Otombo. What are your goals? Okay, so keep typing. And then number 2, okay, that is your goal. And I can see some of you have even broken it down into daily. So for those who haven't, please break it down into monthly and daily goals. The other thing is, who will you need? The other question is, who will you need to help you achieve that goal? It needs to be big. I'm seeing people saying 1 million. I hope that is profit. I hope that is not sales. 1 million in a year is how much per month? Very small amount of money. No, we want serious goals. Don't set impotent goals. You need to be big. You need to be to make you do the things you've not been doing. So please clarify. Okay. And expand my business, grow my customer base to increase turnover by over 3 million this year. All right. Break it down into monthly. Okay. And as you do this, I want to tell you a story. I don't know how many of you read books, but if you do, there is a story, or rather a speech that John F. Kennedy gave in, I think it was in 1963 or in 1964. And this was after he was presented with 10 ideas or 10 things that he needed to do in a decade. And he chose the hardest, which was taking the man to the moon. And he said that we choose to take the man to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. It is difficult. And because it is difficult, it's going to force us to organize and reorganize our resources such that, so that we are able to achieve this goal and many other goals in a decade. And for sure, in a decade, we're able to put man to the moon. So when I ask you to set a compelling vision or a goal that is big, a goal that is productive, I want you to dream big. I want you to think, what is this that will force you to do things different? What is this that will force you to do what you had never, done before? That is the kind of a goal I'm talking about. Can you put that down? Because I'm looking at a goal of 1 million. Let me just do the math. 1 million divided by 12 is what? Divide by 12. It's 83,000 per month. So my question is that turnover? Is that profit? It sounds very small. Okay. I see somebody here saying to generate 400K per month from the property management. Awesome. Yes, now break it down into daily. And then you go ahead and say, what action do I need to do to close this every day? All right? Who do you need to do that? Will you need a coach? Will you need a sales team? Who will you need? Okay. Eunice says, I will share the screen for strategy number 5. Here it is. All right, there it is. This is just an example of it. Depending on your product, the process could be different. Okay, so this is just an example of a process. How do you do all these things? How do they align? All right. So after knowing that, Eunice, have you finished with this? Or I go back? I'm seeing so many Dereks joining. What's going on, Derek? Okay. Derek, are you so many? I'm seeing so many Dereks. Okay, so let's continue. Nicholas, goal, 72 million in turnover. Awesome. These are goals, serious goals. By the way, don't type a big goal because you have said. Just type what you're committing to do, because at the end of the year, I know you will come and I will ask you the question, okay? So after knowing that, those are 5 strategies that you need to put in place. As I shared, 20X, we are available to be that person that you may need to be able to train you, to continuously train you and coach you. So how do you move from there? Oh, okay. Can you hear?
Strategies on how to sell, removing that bias of feeling, my personality and selling does not work hand in hand. So the whole scientific concept of it was really good for me. The second thing that I was able to do, how was it afterwards? So the first thing we were able to do was now to re-strategize how to sell. Re-strategizing meant now categorizing our customers and looking at what is the best that we can offer for them, looking at our product portfolio, looking at customers and seeing what we can add onto their products, and even internally just, looking for ways of efficiently selling. So, which has meant that, number one, we are looking at the team and we are saying, who fits best where, and we are still in the process. There was a contract that I was very hesitant to take up because I probably felt that I wasn't up to the task. But now I feel like I have a strategy to take up that task, and I'm hoping that by September we'll be on the ground, we'll be hitting the ground running.
All right. To end this. Okay, that was okay. Anyway, this was just sharing some people who have gone through some of our programs and what they have been able to achieve. And at this moment, okay, that is one for last year, and this year we've already begun. And I wanted us to hear from Patricia. Are you here? Patricia?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Could you just share your experience with us this year?
Okay. My name is Patricia.
We need to see you. We need to put a face to the person. Yeah.
Yes. My name is Patricia, and I'm a digital marketer, freelancing, and I also do public policy advocacy on areas of SRH and healthcare generally. So I joined the 20X entrepreneurship as an apprentice, and so far so good. I have a history with sales. I think we all have a history, especially if you have been employed. We know you're given targets and you have to meet them by the end of the month, or the commissions will be less. So we basically were taught just to sell, sell, sell. We were never told about personalizing the sale. So what I've learned is how to personalize my story, give my story, and just share and network in the process. And it has been very enlightening. It's changing. It's changing how I think and how I do business and how to approach others. Basically networking, because we know networking is what works. So 20X has been a game changer for me.
What specifically was the game changer?
I'll go with
one of the things that you had not experienced before. What was this?
I'd go with personalizing my story. Because when you do sales, we just go with the product, especially for those who have been employed or still employed. You go with the product from the company and you give it like a write-up, what to say. And you're not really guided on how to maybe express how this thing has helped you, maybe to give testimonials. Okay, that's what I experienced when I was selling. But now I know how to give a story, then sell later, not just go to a customer and start selling, because you don't have a rapport. You have to build a rapport with this customer, a relationship with them. So that's what has been, that's a game changer for me, just building the relationship with the customer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Patricia, for that. So ladies and gentlemen, that's Patricia. She's just started the 5-day sales challenge last week. I think she has completed the 5-day sales challenge. Okay, thank you. I need to share my screen now. So I want to share with you some of the programs that you could take to move your sales to where you are to 20X. Now, the first program is the 5-day sales challenge, is the one that Patricia was talking about, whereby on day one, Patricia, I need to stop. Okay, on day one, we take you through the freedom and your customer avatar. Your customer avatar is whereby you're able to identify who is your customer, who has the money, who is this that will pay you? Because some people will tell me, my customers are children. Kids can't pay you. So those are not your customers. Kids are users, they're not customers, all right? So who is your customer? That is what we take you through day one. And day two, we look at the surprising math and how do you use that math to generate leads. Now, if you realize in 20X, we do selling, whether it is offline or online, all of them, it's combined, because there comes a time where you may need to combine both. Okay, so we don't specialize on, say, online sales. We look at selling wholesome. So both online and offline, and that's our experience. So we share what we have experienced. On day 3, we take you through the 64-4 rule. And just for you to know that all customers are not the same. So discover who the customer who will pay you the most money, the customer who is likely to come to you faster. So this is what the 64 rule is about. And then on day 4, we take you through objection handling and the 20X blueprint. A blueprint is a plan. How do you move from where you are to the next stage and to the next stage? And finally, on day 5, we look at what next, and how do you close the sale? So that's a 5-day sales challenge. And I would urge you, if you've never gone through this this challenge, I think it's very important that you sign up. And if you've gone through it, please raise your hand if you're here and you've gone through the 5-day sales challenge, and just share with others what your experience was. So the 5-day challenge is for entrepreneurs or business owners. Like I've heard there are people who have started their startup. This would be a good place to begin, whereby you've not figured it out. It will help you understand who your customer is. Or I'll show you another program that could fit you best for that. Okay, if you've stagnated in sales and you're struggling to sell daily and consistently, this is for you. If you're spending more than you're earning, this 5-day challenge is for you. And we have the 12-week accelerator program. This one, we encourage people who have gone through the 5-day challenge. So the entry point should be the 5-day challenge. Somebody, please mute somebody. Alison, mute for me, please. Okay. The 12 weeks is we encourage for people who have gone through the 5-day sales challenge. Why? Because it builds onto what you have. It actually expounds on what you have been doing on the 5-day sales challenge. So this will give you 1 hour. I need to remove this here. It's disturbing. 1 hour business audit. So we will look at your sales team, your products, how you reward your sales team, what is the remuneration structure. And now if you don't have a business, we look at your products and how you position those products. Then there's continuous training and motivation. There's one-on-one mentorship once a month because it's 12 weeks. So 3 times we'll be able to meet me once one-on-one. And then it also we have weekly accountability meetings. This is where you see on week 1, you've committed to do something, okay? So when you come on the next week, we want to know, did you achieve what you said you will achieve? Why didn't you? And then how can we help you? So we give you an opportunity to meet other people, of course, who become like your board of advisors, so that you can be able to share this. And we look at what you're doing and sometimes give you ideas, or you change strategy or that. Then there's networking and collaboration. I saw Kate here. Catherine, could you share your experience with 12 weeks accelerator? How was it?
My 12 weeks helped me in breaking down the goals. Yeah, breaking down. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you want to see you. You can't hide. Or your camera is not working.
That's a problem.
Okay,
Yes.
so
what happened is I was able to break down something I'd never done. Breaking down goals, not just saying, yes, I want to achieve 600. I think for me, breaking the daily goals helped me in that I'll be able to target myself, and what I hadn't, let's say, achieved like on Monday, on Tuesday, I would do my best to cover the deficit. So I am still, I know I have a lot that I have not covered, but really I learned a lot and I'm still using that so that
why was it important that you kept accumulating the goal? What would happen on the Monday meeting?
Oops, I hated meeting Eunice because the first greetings was stop your stories and where did you go? So that thing at the back of my mind, if I was not talking to a client, I'd remember my targets, and it made me now to get back and keep on, like for me, what I can remember, I went back to my data and I discovered that there are clients that had kept off, and I lost that. I discovered that I'd lost them to my competitor, and my going back to them, having added value to my products, now at least I've recovered my clients, some of my clients, not all.
You see, because you did not have a process of how you get your customers, how you keep them buying from you, and how you keep wowing them. All right, thank you, Catherine. Sorry for the ambush.
Okay, thank you, anytime.
But I can ambush you because I know we've been together for 12 weeks. And so
yes,
I know you don't mind it. Yeah.
No, anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
Yeah, so what we do with the 12 weeks is we create a 12 weeks year. Why? Because 1 year, 12 months is so long. And I'm sure you guys have set this year goals, and I've actually just helped you set. Now, the unfortunate bit is that if you don't focus the first 12 weeks, you will lose and you will not achieve that goal. So what we do is that we create a 12 weeks year. Now, why 12 weeks? Because it is short enough for you to focus, and it is long enough for you to get the results that you want, okay? Or rather to propel you to achieve your annual goal, okay? And then after that, we track your weekly performance through a dashboard. And you're able to access master classes. They're virtual, they're already pre-recorded on the platform. And then there's always an assignment, especially after the live session. The live sessions, we meet once a week. And in the live sessions, number one, we're meeting for accountability. You have to tell us why you're not meeting your goals and how we can help you, because the whole aim is to support you in achieving your goal. There's always a gap between what you know and what you do. So 20X comes to fill in that gap because you know so much. Everything we teach, you can find it online. However, you will not find accountability partners online. So this is where we give you that, so that you can be able to achieve your goal, okay? So, and of course, there's award winning at the end of the year. Sales Fest Africa is an annual event. We just did our third annual event, which we celebrated on 12th of January. And we awarded people who did very well in sales in 2022. So you start now, and the beauty is we're still in January. You can start and grow from now. And finally, the other product we have is the 20X Sales Leaders Mastermind. Now, a mastermind is a small group of like-minded people where you meet for mutual brainstorming and accountability. You're meeting others, so we're like forming a board of directors for you. But then also we train you. So there's weekly training and coaching sessions. And then after that, there's 3 months, monthly meetings for brainstorming and to keep, each other's in check. So this is how, the Sales Leaders Mastermind. I've had 2 people who are having a startup. This will be a very good program for you because it will take you through. Oh dear, I can't see some of my slides disappeared. Okay, so on the Sales Leaders Mastermind, we focus on week 1. We look at your business model. What is your business model? How do you earn money? So we take you through that. And because we give you tools and templates to be able to be very clear on your business model on one page, you're able to see who is your customer, how do they come, what is my marketing strategy, all that in one page. And then week 2, we look at your marketing strategy, okay? Week 3, we look at your sales strategy. Week 4, we look at now setting up the systems and processes that will support the strategy. So this is recommended for, if you're a startup, you're just starting out, trying to figure it out, I would recommend this highly. And we're starting class next week, I think on Tuesday, okay? If you've lost control of your sales and you struggle to manage your team, this is for you. If you have 2 to 20 employees, this is for you. And if you don't have, if your sales are not consistent and they're not predictable, this is for you. And it is also for people who are working in the business. What does that mean? Working in the business is whereby you're the person. If you close, if you're not there, then business is closed. Nobody else can do it. So we need to help you start working on your business. So then it is for you. If you're the, Tom, Dick, okay, how do I put it? The jack of all trade in your business. You're the accountant, you're the HR, you're the salesperson, you're everything, then this is for you. So that we can help you put structure so that you can be able to have other people do the business, all right? So this is how they look like. I said I'll give you a compelling offer. The 5-day sales challenge is 15,000. That's a value. But we have an offer. If you pay by 2nd of February, it is 4,500. But after 2nd of February, it's 5,000 shillings. Now class starts on 6th of February. That is next week on Monday. We have sales tactics. I didn't talk, I lost the slide for sales tactics. But sales tactics is recommended for people who have gone through the 5-day sales challenge. The tactics and the 12 weeks accelerator, you need to go through the 5-day sales challenge for you to go through these two, to choose either of the two. So if you've not gone through this, then do not register for tactics or 12 weeks. If you've gone through the 5-day sales challenge, then sales tactic could be your next upgrade or 12 weeks or the sales leaders mastermind. Okay. So the tactics and the 5 days challenge is the same. 12 weeks is valued at 150,000 shillings, but it goes for 40,000 shillings. And the offer for 40,000 ends on 2nd of February again. If you pay a commitment fee, you will get the offer of 40K. After second, it is 45,000 shillings. Now, sales leaders mastermind, you don't have to have gone through the 5 days challenge or any of this. You can actually just jump direct if you're a business owner. This one is specifically for business owners. If you're a salesperson, this is not for you. It's for business owners or sales managers who are leading a team of between 2 to 20 or more salespeople. Okay. So the value for this, and this is because by the end of 1 month, you will come out with all those documents, very simple and clear, for you to be able to execute. That goes for, the value is 250,000. If you pay by 2nd of February, it will be 50K. After 2nd, it is 60,000. Class starts on 6th of February. Okay, actually all classes, apart from tactics, all the others are starting on 6th of February. All right. So the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That's by Walt Disney. So I will stop there and answer questions. Yes, it's exactly 5:16. I had promised to finish by 5:15. So I'm 1 minute late, but I have opportunity for questions. Any questions? Oh, the last slide, Carol. Okay. The last slide. The last slide is for the pricing, right? Or is it this one for thank you? Okay, there you go. Is it this one, Carol? Okay, so you can take a screenshot, but I'm sure we'll share with the recording with these details, and actually a more detailed flyer on all these courses. If you can go to www.20xentrepreneurs.com. You will also find the details. Let me see what is on the chart. Eunice, yes, this is per person. If you have a team, you can let us know so that we can customize a training for a team, but these ones are for per person. Okay. What is the time commitment? Yes, on the sales challenge. The 5 days sales challenge is very interesting because you meet on day 1, and day 1 is purely to show you what will be expected of you, how you will be able to access the learning. And then the rest is for you to learn at your own time. However, every day you will need to submit the assignment for that day. Okay, so you will find time on your own time, but by the end of the day, at least by 9 p.m. every evening, you have sent your assignment. Please write 9 p.m. every day. Why? Because we want you to go through the experience. So the time that you may need every day, you may need at least an hour to focus on the work for the day, an hour per day. Then after you've gone through the 5 days challenge, on the following week, we shall have a live session like this one, whereby you're going to come with the questions, any challenge that you experience, and we're going to help you through it. So I hope I'm clear, Eunice, on the 5 days challenge. Is that clear? Wanjiro, no, it was Wanjiro Bogwa. Is it clear? Now, that is for 5 days challenge. The tactics, all those are self-paced. Challenge and tactics are self-paced. The 12 weeks is once a week. So it's 1.5 hours every week, okay? A live session. So it means when we, if it is 4 p.m., it is 4 to 5:30. Now, the mastermind, again, it's live session. You need a commitment of at least 2 hours a week, sorry, for live session. But there's a lot of assignments you will need to do over the week. So by the end of the week, you need to submit the assignment for week 1. So what we are saying is on week 1, you need to have a very clear business model, and then week 2, you need to have a clear marketing strategy, but we'll share, templates so that it's easier for you, okay? Yeah. Yes, Wanjiro is asking, what time are we starting the 5 days challenge on Monday? Alison, please answer that question. The Monday session for 5 days. Or if I've mistaken. Alison, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please share the dates, the timings and the dates for the program. We need to see you. You can share for all the programs when they start. I think the 12 weeks and the mastermind are starting on Tuesday, not
Yes,
Monday.
they're starting on Tuesday.
Okay, so just share the dates.
Okay, so for the mastermind, it's going to begin on the 7th of February 2023 starts at 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. a.m. 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's the first meeting. So it will be every Tuesday for the following weeks. Then 12 weeks accelerator starts also on Tuesday, 7th of Feb. The meetings will be at 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yes, for 12 weeks. Then the sales tactics will start on 6th.
No, the challenge, the 5 days challenge. Oh, okay, sorry.
The sales, yes, as I was saying, give me a minute. The sales tactics will begin on Monday, and the launch will be, sales tactics and 5 days challenge are virtual, are self-paced, but usually have a launch meeting. So sales tactics will launch on Monday on 6th at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the 5 days challenge will also launch on 6th of Feb. And the launch meeting will be 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Alison. So 5 days is on Monday, 7 a.m. The feedback we get with most people is that they like to do their classes early in the morning before they go to work. So the 5 days challenge is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., but that's a launch. So if you miss it, you can always have a recording after that. But the learning starts, at your own time. Okay, is that clear now? We'll share, as we share the recording, we'll also share the timings, the schedule for all the classes. Any other question or comments? When do you have another session for 5 days challenge after Feb? Alison, that's your question.
Yes, we have one every month.
For the 5 days?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if there are no more questions, Carol, I hope it's answered. But if we have another one before the, a month, we will let you know. Okay, okay. Carol will share the dates, the schedule, plus this recording, plus more details about the course. I'm sure you left your email on the Zoom, right? So we'll share all that for your planning. Okay. So actually we'll give you a schedule for, is it up to June? Alison, we have up to June or up to April?
April.
Okay, yeah, so we share the dates up to April. So thank you very much, great people. See you next week. Have a nice evening.